There's got to be a better way than this. Very nice.
Who do you talk to? Talk to that.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Howdy y'all, and welcome to Biscuit Basics. Now, there's about 1 million different types of biscuit recipes out there, and you know, some of them are good, some of them freaking suck as far as I'm concerned. But the point of this video isn't to teach you how to make a great biscuit recipe, it's to teach you the basics. See, what I find with cooking and baking and everything like that in general, what happens is people follow a recipe and so they don't really exactly learn how anything is done. So Biscuit Basics teaches you the basics of what you need in order to make biscuits. Now once you figure out this and how simple it actually is, you'll find yourself going, why the heck am I following this really complex recipe whenever it's so easy to make a biscuit? All right, so we're looking at a flour that rises, some type of oil, and well, we're going to use water. Right? Nobody tells you that you can make biscuits with water, but you can, and they really don't turn out all that bad. So let's get to it. First up, I have self-rising flour. Now this right here does not have to be used. All that self-rising flour is just basically very simple. You have your regular general purpose or all-purpose flour, and they pre-mixed baking powder into it. Since we've got self-rising flour, we just take 2 cups. Uno. Or my wife is German, so eins. Zwei. 2 cups of flour. Now if you're using general purpose flour and you're wanting it to rise, you have to put in baking powder. Now baking powder comes in different forms, but the general knowledge is that you take 1 tablespoon of baking powder per 2 cups of general or all-purpose flour. In this case, we've got self-rising flour, don't need it. Need 1/4 of a cup of whatever the agent of oil that you're using. Butter will work too. Lots of recipes call for that as the #1 thing to use. But this right here isn't about all the specifics. It's about the basics. Get you a regular old fork, stir it up. Now what you're going to look for whenever you stir it up is you want several clumps. Right? These clumps are pretty big. The finer you make the clumps, the more flaky the biscuit will be. But if you have bigger clumps like this, it's probably going to turn out to be sort of cake-like biscuits. Alright? So we got step 1, 2 cups flour, step 2, 1/4 cup of oil, and step 3, we have water. Add in water a little at a time because you don't want to overdo it. What you want to look for here is you add in enough water to where A, the flour starts to leave the sides of the bowl, and B, it's all together in one nice clump. Now if you're wanting a specific amount of water, it's probably going to take about 3/4 of a cup. You need just a little bit more. Go for it. Our dough's ready. These are what's called drop biscuits. I'm sure by that first one right there you can figure out why they're called this. Okay, last one. And we're going to take these and we're going to put them directly into our already preheated 500-degree oven for 10 minutes. So you've learned the basics of biscuit making. Now, we use just simple flour, an oiling product, and water. And we got a pretty good biscuit. If you want to see how I make my biscuits whenever I'm cooking for my family, click here. Until next time, you're welcome.